morning, Saugatuck Church. And a warm welcome to you during this season of Epiphany. It is so good to have you here in our midst. A particularly warm welcome to you if you are a first-timer or a sometime-er at Saugatuck Church. If you are just beginning to get to know us, I invite you to find the visitor cards that are in the pews. And if you'd like to know more or be in touch with the day-to-day life of Saugatuck Church, to fill out the bottom of one of those cards and to just tear it off and put it in the offering plate when it comes around. Let us know if you'd like us to give you a call or add you to our email list. As you prepare for worship this morning, I call your attention to the various announcements in the bulletin, which is designed to celebrate who we are, what matters to us, and what's going on in the life of Saugatuck Church. You will note downstairs we have an art exhibit currently on display, Art Beyond Borders. It's in our Hoskins Hall, and it features the artwork of several different artists who are immigrant artists from countries in Central and South America. Please take time to explore the exhibit while you're downstairs. We have been preparing to put together our updated Saugatuck Church photo directory, which is a way for us to connect with each other, to put names to faces. We want to include regular friends and members of the church in that directory, and you have one more chance to get a formal photo taken this Tuesday between 2 and 9 p.m. We have a few slots that we need to fill in order to be able to go forward with that photo day, and we would love to include you. So go to the Saugatuck Church website and click on the family photo to register for a spot. Expect about an hour for the whole process. The picture taking slot is just 10 minutes, but there's signing in and signing out and all that good stuff. And if you have questions or need technical assistance, please come and see me and I will help you out. There are some time slots that are blocked off. If one of those times is the only time you can make it, please let me know and we will open up that slot for you. So take a look and make a point of getting your photo taken on Tuesday if you can, so that we can include you in our directory.
Allison.
Yes. Priscilla. Oh, jeez.
And so what will be the process?
That's an excellent question. So we will communicate with you directly if you are signed up to get your photo taken on Tuesday. So it's probably about a dozen or 15 people, I expect. So we will contact you directly if the photo day is postponed, and you can contact me directly if you have concerns about getting there for your slot. And certainly if we need to postpone for any reason, we'll be in touch. So thank you. This time of year, I guess there always needs to be a plan B. Note, please, that our Dr. King celebration, usually held right around Dr. King's birthday, was postponed because of weather in February and has been rescheduled for March 10th at 3:30. I hope you will join us. It's a fantastic event, and details will be reposted shortly. Finally, please mark your calendars for March 10th, earlier in the day, when we will gather for worship, a delicious brunch hosted by our youth and our annual meeting. This is such a valuable day in the life of our congregation, a chance for us to gather and to check in, to celebrate the good things that happened, and to approve things like our annual budget so that we continue to live out our ministry in and around Westport. We really need all of your voices and your presence, so make a point of joining us on that morning, March 10th. And on behalf of our town of Westport, I just want to extend an invitation to you to come to Town Hall this afternoon at 4 o'clock for our State of the Town address. If you are interested in what's going on in our wider community, our first selectman, Jim Marpy, and our own Mark Mathias, chair of the Board of Education, will be offering remarks between 4 and 5:30 at the Town Hall. So join us for that gathering. All right. Now, friends, this morning's worship has been designed to highlight the gifts of a very special place called Silver Lake Conference Center, a retreat center and a summer camp that's owned by the Connecticut Conference of Our United Church of Christ and is located up in the northeast corner of the state in Sharon, Connecticut. Many of you have participated in Saugatuck Church retreats at Silver Lake, and several of our children have attended summer camp. Just this past January, Saugatuck members and friends traveled up to Sharon for our annual all-ages retreat. You'll hear from some of them today. You'll also get a little sampling of what we do on our retreats. So this worship is shaped a little differently than our usual service. It will include time for us to talk to one another. I invite you to lean into that and to trust that we will return to our regularly scheduled worship routine next Sunday. And so to warm up, we always begin our women's retreats by creating space for us to introduce ourselves to one another. In that spirit this morning, I invite you to take a moment to look on the back of your bulletin at the photos that are included there, and to look for one that speaks to you. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to turn to a couple of neighbors, maybe someone you haven't met, someone on your left or on your right, and share your name and in a sentence which photo you chose and why, like this.
Hi, I'm Toby, and I like the picture in the middle because it's a picture of the garden at Silver Lake, and I love the food at Silver Lake.
And like this.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I chose the photo in the upper right-hand corner of the kids on the water because it shows the great friendships you can make at Silver Lake.
And Lindsay.
And I chose the picture, I'm Lindsay, and I chose the picture in the middle left because it reminds me of teamwork that we use at Silver Lake for field games.
So now it's your turn. Go ahead and turn to one another, move around if you need to. I will ring a chime to invite us back to worship. One another. There will be more time, I promise. I shouldn't have been worried about whether you'd be willing to share. And now, beloved in Christ, having connected for a moment with one another, I invite you to take a deep and spirit-filled breath. Jesus went out into the countryside, and the people followed to hear him teach. Sometimes it helps to step out of the flow of our daily lives, to go someplace different, set apart. When we set aside time, when we step into a new space, new doors open up in our lives, in our spirits, in our hearts. Along the way, we may just discover fresh ways to connect with each other, with ourselves, and with God. This morning, let this be such a place, such a moment, in which we put aside our daily distractions and join the people on that hillside and listen to what Jesus had to say.
Ask, and it will be given you.
Knock and the door will be opened for you.
For everyone who asks receives.
And everyone who searches finds.
Alleluia.